Hey guys, today we are doing a video on Apex Legends. So if y'all been watching, Respawn Entertainment and EA kind of dropped a surprise Battle Royale game in the form of Apex Legends. Apex Legends is a Battle Royale game set in the Titanfall universe, and personally, I'm making this video to kind of talk about my first thoughts on it, and also I do want to talk about how they did handle this game. Could be new for a bunch of companies. So let's just dive into this because I've been trying to do some big long intro, and I think it's just really something that you have to talk about to really just talk about, I guess. So, EA, Respawn has been making Titanfall games. Titanfall games were very good, but very underappreciated due to the first one just kind of lacking in content, and the second one kind of lacking, having a very bad release date and having to fight against some very large titles. So, it was definitely a difficult thing for them. So, fortunately, these games didn't get as much respect as I felt they were due, but I really do think that they're good games. So, also, this game does have advanced movement, but I feel like this is one of the few companies that held advanced movement well. I feel like I love the movement in it. I love the movement of Black Ops 3, and that's about it for my love of advanced movement fighting games. Well, FPS games, excuse me. So, that's definitely something that I think is pretty cool and I think is a big deal. And y'all might be wondering why I actually waited a couple days, because, it was kind of dropped on us without any true marketing. They kind of just gave it to us and let us play it, which was a really cool marketing strategy and I think should be done more often. So I haven't really done any videos because I didn't know it was coming out. So I wanted to play it a little bit before I gave you my thoughts on it, and also some other stuff came up that I had to do. I actually gave you some Titanfall 2 gameplay in the background. That was just because I was downloading Apex Legends, and it just was taking so long that I decided it would be a lot more time efficient to get my gameplay like this, and I've been working 2 days to edit the video and do, because of some other pre-existing things I had to do. So I must apologize for this video being a little late. And so, first off, I want to give y'all kind of a quick overview of what I think of the game. Apex Legends, I think, is probably one of my top Battle Royale games currently. And I'm not a big Battle Royale player. Y'all probably seen me on the channel. I don't really played PUBG a little bit. We actually had PUBG Mobile was our first video we ever made, just because we found it easier to learn how to make videos off a phone than it was off a console. And then we gradually learned to the point that, well, we have these videos coming out in pretty decent quality and all that. So, anyway, I've dealt with Battle Royale, but it's never been really my favorite market. However, I played a lot of PUBG. PUBG was really close to my heart. It was very tactical and methodical, which I always loved. I really grinded a lot because me and my friends were not that good at the game. So we grinded a lot to get our first win, and I mean, we worked hard to get that first win. We've gotten a couple under our belts, but we haven't really played the game recently, to be fair. But there was months that I would say that was probably the game that we played way more than any other game. So they have a special place in my heart, but there was only a couple that I liked. But I will say that I think this game is probably the best Battle Royale I have played that's come out in recent times. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Blackout. That's just because I've kind of fallen out of love with Battle Royale games, but also with the servers being laggy, I haven't really got to experience it in a good way, because every time I play it just ends up fighting lag issues, and that's unfortunate because me and my friends all would love to play the game, but we just don't because of lag issues. So that's kind of our problem there. And so that's definitely difficult, but it's nothing we can deal with. So, this game came out. Set in the Titanfall universe, Titanfall weaponry, and a lot of the Titanfall movement, which I really did like because I felt like it was very fluid. And I think this game did everything right without doing everything super flashy. Personally, I feel like they took a really good series and made a really good Battle Royale out of it. So, that I would say it's probably one of my top Battle Royale games. Also, I really do like the weaponry. I like how they made it to where It's a trio based, kind of like a cross between a battle royale and something like Siege, because you have different characters who have different abilities and different play styles, which I think is a very interesting twist to keep battle royale games fresh. And also, there's only one game mode currently, Trios. I think it's pretty cool because you all can jump as a crew or you can jump solo, and I just think it's a pretty cool addition there. So, pretty cool and pretty well laid out stuff. So I definitely can say I like that, and I like how they kind of made it a little different, kept some of the good parts of Battle Royale, but changed up some stuff and weren't afraid to mess with the system and not completely follow the mold. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if you want to innovate. There's nothing wrong with that. So they innovated, and I like how they innovated. Now let's get into some other stuff that they did, because I do want to discuss the game. I'm going to give y'all kind of my brief stuff, then I do want to get into it. So overall, if you're looking for a really nice, free-to-play, well-developed Battle Royale game, and you want something different from the normal, you don't want the normal Battle Royale, you want something with a little bit of a twist, and maybe a little bit of a pretty big sci-fi feel to it, I would say pick this game up and try it, because it's free. I mean, all you have to do is have a little bit of space. Past that, you have to have nothing. It's on all 3 platforms, PC. Well, I don't think it's on any Nintendo. It's not on Nintendo, but it is on PlayStation, Xbox, PC. So if you're looking for a Battle Royale game with a new twist, but a lot of the good similar mechanics, and you do like the Titanfall kind of really futuristic gameplay and setting, I would definitely look at this game. Now let's get into some of my thoughts about the game. First off, I think that it's a really good thing for EA, and it's going to give a lot of respect to Respawn Entertainment, who I think are really capable of making some amazing games. I mean, go play the campaign of Titanfall 2, you won't be disappointed. I felt like it was one of the better made campaigns of the last probably 10 years, and well, I'm not going to take that back. I'm going to say about the last 5 years in FPS games. I felt like that was one of the best laid out campaigns for an FPS game. Some of the Call of Duty ones were pretty good. I mean, the classics are amazing, but I would say even the classics and Titanfall 2's campaign were even on how good they were. So, yeah. I feel like that's very good for them. Also, I like it for EA because EA is starting to loosen up that grip on the wallet. I think that they're starting to realize that no matter how much money they make, it's not worth it if you keep ticking off the people who are making you money, because eventually we're going to get sick of it and not buy it anymore. And so, I'm definitely happy for that. And I think that that will help us, because EA is a very capable studio. But I think if they just manage themselves better, they will be back in every gamer's good graces. They have the ability to make amazing games. However, they've just been neglecting that. So I'm glad to see them changing it up a little bit with their systems. So we've got that. I'm proud of them. And also, I think they've done something really smart with their marketing. We didn't have to wait. We didn't have to sit there and be like, oh, I'm ready for this game, until the point that you've honestly thought about it for so long that you just kind of get bored of waiting and go on to the next new thing. I mean, I'd heard a few rumors out of some larger YouTube news sources, but past that I hadn't really seen anything that was just, I hadn't seen nothing concrete, and then I came home after doing some work and school and all that, and it was on there for free, and I went and bought it, so I was happy. I mean, went and downloaded it, it's free. So, it's definitely cool there. And I think it was a good move for them to change up how, with all these big, flashy releases, just make it go by word of mouth. I mean, honestly, with the amazing reception of this game, they've probably got better marketing than any other game. I mean, I'm sorry, Activision, EA, none of them, with all their pocketbooks, probably could have got as much good publicity as them releasing a full, good game with a free-to-play on it that feels good and is by a AAA studio and has AAA quality on a free-to-play game. You can argue, well, what about Fortnite? Well, Fortnite did it, but just because they did it doesn't mean that it wasn't a super big oddity when they did it. I think when, Epic Games was a really good studio, but you've always had two titans, Activision and EA. And so I think that now it's very important that we recognize that these bigger studios are learning from their mistakes and doing better. So, I'm happy for them and I'm proud of them for what they're doing. So, after that, I think it's a really good thing for EA because they're starting to realize that they have to help with their consumers. I think it's a really good thing for Respawn because they'll get some respect that I think they deserve as a studio. Also, here's kind of my last and biggest thought on this game. I think it's going to be really big on YouTube. Personally, I'm not really big on YouTube. I mean, I kind of started with like Battlefield 5 and Black Ops 4, and I'm kind of starting to branch out and try and do other types of videos. But I think it's going to be a pretty big thing because Battle Royale games have always been popular. I mean, look at PUBG and Fortnite as far as YouTube and streaming. I think it's going to be a pretty big deal. I've seen a lot of larger YouTubers do it, and I think it's something that I might even try and get in on myself. I think if it's a game I enjoy, I have no problem taking my time to play it. And so, yeah, if I think I'll enjoy the game, yeah, cool, I'll play it. And I'm totally willing to do that. So I think even from a YouTube standpoint, this is good because it'll benefit us a lot because, hey, you know what? I get a free to play game that I can get content for a YouTube channel that I work on and do. I think it's a really good thing. So, I think for YouTube it's a good thing. And finally, I'm just going to be completely honest with y'all. I'm psyched to see something else in the Titanfall IP. Personally, I think Titanfall is a great series. It was underappreciated. And I want to see it be given more of a light to shine in. So, honestly, I feel like given the right circumstances, this could be the next Titan of the FPS industry. And I don't know if it'll ever get as big as games like Halo and Call of Duty, Battlefield. But I feel like it could be something like a Gears of War, stuff like that. And I feel like actually if it was managed correctly and they put the love and effort that they have into the other games, I feel like it could be on the same quality level as Call of Duty and Battlefield. Personally, I believe the last game was better than some of the more recent Call of Duties and the most recent Battlefield, personally. So, personally, I really am glad to see something new in the Titanfall IP. I really do intend to be playing this game and put out some more content on it. I'm sorry it took me a couple days, but I've had some family issues, had some family illness to deal with. But I promise I'll get back to doing more regular uploads, and I do want to do some Apex Legends. I'm going to probably get some of my friends on and do like a voice chat and stuff like that. So I feel like it could be a cool thing to do. And so, also, please leave likes, subscribe if you're not already. Guys, we're at 32 subscribers. I would really like to see if we could hit 40 by, I don't know, probably middle of March. And I believe we can do it. And I really am glad that we've gotten here, and I'm really glad that we have some supportive viewers. Also, I am going to work on the Halo Combat Evolved Let's Play, but it's just been, I wanted to wait and see how it got received before I kept working on it, because we went for a very short amount of time where it was kind of iffy on how many views and stuff it was getting. And I couldn't really read if y'all were a fan of it or not, so I was debating not finishing the playthrough. But y'all came out in troves and gave me a lot of support that I honestly needed, so thank y'all for that. Guys, I hope y'all have a great day. And again, I'm just super thankful for y'all coming out and listening to me and letting me share my opinions. Give me yours down in the comments. Follow me on Twitter. We can discuss stuff there. And I'm still trying to get the Discord kind of started right now. It's kind of barren because we don't really have people on it yet. Just me and some admins. So we're just kind of waiting for y'all to come out there. So if you want to come out there and be some of the first to, get to interact with us on a personal level, hey, come out there. We have no problem with that. So I'm going to leave links to both of those down in the description, guys. Again, I hope y'all have a great day, and goodbye.